Podcast number 12.
We're rolling.
We just hit a workout.
Yes.
Good workout. Bit of filming, bit of content creation.
Yeah, it was a good morning. A very good morning.
Yeah.
We won the morning.
We won the morning, yeah. Stacking those wins.
That's it.
This is another one of those wins.
Yeah, it was a good workout. Very intense. Yeah.
Pushing those 20 reps.
Yeah.
Burning.
Fuck.
It's good, huh?
Yeah. It made me realise that shit doesn't come easy.
Nah, shit doesn't come easy.
Especially fucking having a good body. You really got to sacrifice. You can't buy that shit.
No, it needs work. That's what cunts are doing.
Yeah. It's one of the things you can't buy. Money can't buy it.
Money can't buy it. Money can't buy it.
I can't. You can't buy a better body.
Can't buy a better body. Can't buy confidence.
No.
You can't buy...
Discipline. You can't buy any of these things. Yeah.
What else can't you buy?
Can't buy respect.
You can't buy respect. You can't buy respect.
You can't.
Can't buy respect.
Not real respect.
Not real respect, no.
No, of course not.
You buy a car, motherfuckers might respect you somewhat.
Yeah, but we're talking about respecting you for you.
Yeah, respecting you for you. Respecting you for you, interesting.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was just... Yeah, going through that workout and thinking, fuck, mate.
Yeah, it's a hard day.
You need effort here.
Mm.
So, you know, the way I am these days, you see somebody with a good body, you're thinking like, fuck, well done.
Yeah.
It's fucking well done.
It's well done. It's, consistency.
Yeah. This guy took the effort. He's getting the results. And again, you can't buy that shit, so you know it's legit. You've got to earn that. Anyway, so I thought I had.
It's a good thought because it's true.
Yeah.
Time and effort, you understand why it's so hard. The effort matters more, like, you know, if anyone's getting into the gym and that, the effort, it's the fucking effort. Sets and reps are, they do mean something, as in, you want to, if you want to get stronger, you're in that 5 rep range, 0 to 5, whatever, and then from 5 to like 20 or whatever the fuck, 30, you start getting that, that hypertrophy style, start getting jacked, those rep ranges, but it's the effort you put in general.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's not a number, as you mentioned.
No, it's not the number. It's not really the number. Let's say you didn't know what you were doing. If you just went out there and started fucking, moving around, doing push-ups, pull-ups, whatever, until you felt something in the muscles, until you felt like you couldn't anymore.
Yeah.
That's doing something. Now, it might not be optimal bullshit.
Yeah, your technique might not be on point.
Your technique might not be on point. Technique, the reason why technique is good, because we don't want to get injured, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
And, we want to do the movement correctly. You don't want to be doing shit like a fucking idiot. You don't want to be doing things the wrong way, obviously.
Of course.
But yeah, effort in everything you do, really. Oh, the other day, what are we talking about? We're talking about what can you control. We're talking about, certain levels of success we want to reach.
Yep.
We're talking about that aspect of, like, how does it feel to be, let's say, a billionaire?
Yeah.
To get to that level. All right? There's not many of these people.
No.
I mean, now there's more, than fucking used to be. But there's not many billionaires.
Small percentage, yeah.
With a B. Billionaires. There's not many billionaires. And to get to that level, or to see yourself, it's like, how does it feel? What's the feeling? And then we're like, maybe it's not about the feeling, about imagining how it feels to be someone. All right, in any line of work, whatever you do at the top of your game, how does it feel to be the best basketball player of all time? How does that person feel?
It's hard to know how they feel.
It's hard, but is it the feeling we're after, or is it the lack of feeling we're after?
Well, we also said
As in the comfortability is that person doesn't feel like yay.
Yeah.
It's not a yay anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also came up with, it's not necessarily the feeling that we're looking for. It's becoming the person, knowing that becoming the person who can achieve that is that's where the gold is.
Okay.
That's the shit. So we're not going around chasing for feelings. Rather, knowing what you need to do, the steps involved, okay, and what does that person look like? Who is that person? Is more important than the feeling.
And what does that person do on a daily to make that fucking thing happen?
That's right.
And we also said, you know, we're just veering off on topics here, but
Yeah.
it's all right. Fuck with this one. We also said, because it was a good convo actually.
It was, yeah, it was good.
It was a good convo. We also said that it's the habits, it's your daily habits. It's like, do you trust yourself? See, sometimes we want to, it's, you know, a lot of people talk about the feeling, you know, you got to feel like you're this person
or
already.
the billionaire or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. This person in your fucking field, whatever it is, I'm the best at this, or I'm going to feel like that. Sweet. But we don't know what the fuck that feels like.
No, because you're not there.
I feel like that can create kind of an anxiety situation because you're trying to imagine something that you don't know how the fuck, you don't know what that would feel like.
It does more damage than good.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Because you're trying to paint a picture that's fucking, you're not going to paint.
Yeah, exactly, but it's also, you're trying to bridge this gap. And it's a fucking big gap. If you've got nothing and you want to be a billionaire, it's a fucking big gap. And that's when the anxiety will come into it. Because you know it's a big gap. You realise it's a big gap at that point in time.
Yeah, sweet. It's correct. And like if I said to you, you know, what is it like to feel like a woman? It's a tough one, isn't it?
I think it's tough.
Like even if I knew, there's no way I'm going to know, but how, first of all, you can't know.
No.
So spending time trying to
Connect with that
is fucking, it's not the best use of your time.
No.
It's what are you doing that is going to amount to that? All right. And that goes back to having the trusting yourself. What am I doing on a daily that's congruent with that person I want to be? Because back to that other thing we used to say, when you went to golf ball and you hit the golf ball in the green, and you know 1 millimeter this way or fucking it goes like 50 years that way, you want to be more
towards the hole as possible.
Correct. You want to be doing the shit that makes up that person that's going to be that. And why do you want to be doing that? Because first of all, that's the only thing you can do, that's the only thing you can control, and everything else is fucking bullshit. Imagining a certain feeling that you'll never know if that's a feeling, it's never going to get verified.
No.
It's just la la land.
No.
Who the fuck started that? Who started that concept of like you gotta feel like the thing? Feeling the thing comes through the confidence of the daily habits that you do to be that.
Exactly.
That's it. That's
Exactly.
the only way it's going to be.
Yeah. Like if you want to be an Olympic swimmer, the only way you can feel that, instead of laying in your bed looking at the ceiling and I'm doing those strokes, is go into the pool, start doing a few laps.
That's it.
That's it. That's how you get the feeling. And then you get the feeling while you're in the pool that, hey, I won a gold medal. That's possible.
Yeah, that's like a visualization situation.
Yeah. And that's what I say, smelling the leather. Where does that one come from? You actually sit, you want to buy a car, and every mentor I've had is always says, go smell the leather. So pretty much go to the dealership, sit in the fucking Porsche or the car, whatever car you like, and you know, you're smelling what it smells like inside. You're feeling the leather seats. You're feeling the steering wheel. Something like that, rather than
go to see the house.
That's right. Rather than just chasing just a feeling that you have to come up with in your mind. It's very different.
Yeah, you're creating the scenario. You're creating the scene in a sense.
Yeah, you're putting yourself in a position.
Yeah, and I think it's. I don't know if it's right, but you know they say through osmosis. So if when you're next to something, you kind of absorb that thing. You know.
Yeah, the energy.
That's right. So it's like hanging around with fucking
billionaires,
that rubs off on you. That thing, whatever it is they do, the way their habits, this and that, it rubs off on you.
Guaranteed.
Hanging around, conversely hanging around fucking dumb cunts, that rubs off on you too. You start fucking losing your brain cells.
Guaranteed.
And that's what the smell in the leather is. That's what it is.
Correct.
And
yes, of course.
That's right. And in regards to getting lean, getting some muscle, fucking getting healthy, you don't know what it feels like.
No, especially if you haven't been there before.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you haven't been there before, you don't know what it feels like.
No.
But
not the feeling, no.
No, we're looking at the wrong thing. We're looking at a future tense that doesn't exist and that we will never connect with. What matters is the today, the habits that we do every day. That's the person. It's only every day that you can congratulate yourself and say, oh, this looks like what that guy does every day, what that successful cunt does every day.
Yeah.
That's what he would do.
Yeah. So so in plain English, it's stop focusing on feelings and that kind of bullshit and focus on the steps and do the daily steps that are needed. That's it. It's quite simple.
And that compounding effect adds to this other thing, adds to that success.
Yeah. The feeling, I'm not saying it's a completely wrong thing. I think it's wrong. But anyway, it's
confusing.
It's confusing. I
don't know.
At worst, it's confusing. And that's already wrong.
Yeah. It's not the best use of your energy.
No.
I've got a fantasy of blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Different, you visualize yourself in certain positions.
Yeah.
True?
Guaranteed.
Like, all right, you want to be a fucking billionaire cunt? Sweet. You want to have a good body, six-pack, whatever that shit. Different, you're like cruising around on the beach and you're talking to cunts like, hey.
Yeah.
You imagine yourself as if you were this person. Now, you can adopt the feeling of what you think that person would feel like that joy.
Yeah, of course.
That joy of like, oh, I've reached this thing. Because success in one thing, you can imagine, oh, that feels similar to be successful in that too.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. So what we're saying here is that we're not saying guaranteed 100% wrong to feel. What we're saying is that I think people use it as it's come through the personal development industry as like more fluff. It's getting people to stray away from the actual work.
Yeah.
And get into the mindset that, like The Secret. Okay? You can just sit on your couch, think about a Ferrari, and it's going to come to you. Like, people love that. Because it promotes being a lazy cunt. Promotes, you don't have to do shit.
It's attainable.
To achieve.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah, you're not going to go to the gym and sweat your ass off and do those reps that you need for the next fucking 5 years to get that body. Or, come up with some great idea to make money and get a Ferrari. You can attain these things by just sitting on your couch, and it's. I think they're putting bumps on seats with that kind of information.
Yeah, correct. Oh, you reckon they're doing it on purpose?
Yes. Everyone wants to know that things are easy to get. The average person wants to believe that it's easy to get everything because they want everything. And they don't want to give anything for it. So if there is a system out there that promotes things are easily achievable without effort, then I'm gonna buy into that.
I'm gonna buy into that.
Why not? I can't be fucked doing anything.
Yeah. It does speak to that kind of person. Yeah, it's a rot then.
It's a rot.
But even, but the funny you say that. But to sit down and visualize and do all that shit takes effort as well. To do it every day and put it into your practice.
Yeah, I know.
It's easier. I don't reckon.
But they're not doing it every day either.
That's what I'm saying. They're not going to do that either.
No, of course. But they are going to do that form of action for a week, for a few days.
That's it.
Sweet.
They're going to entertain it.
Yeah. But once you entertain it and you do it for, let's say, a few days, then you can just say it doesn't work. And you've ticked that box. I've tried that. It doesn't work.
Yeah, a lot of cunts love I tried that.
Yeah, they did. You need to try it to convince yourself it doesn't work. So you can move on. You don't want to lie to yourself.
No. But we do.
obviously.
You don't want to lie to yourself. But you could lie to yourself if you put a half-ass effort. Yeah, it didn't
You
work.
tried it.
I tried it. Yeah. When someone asks you, yeah, you got that thing to say.
Yeah, I tried that and it didn't work.
Yeah, you're an expert. Did you?
No one's
give
going
it
to
a
ask,
try?
how long did you try it for?
No, no one's going to say that.
Because again, they're hanging around the same sort of people,
We're going to ask
obviously,
because we love trading cunts.
you know. But yeah, in their circle of friends, they're not going to ask.
No, they're not going to ask.
And automatically it just makes them feel better. And they can even talk about it. You know, they've got the experience now. They can talk about it at the barbecues.
That's right.
So they're more enlightened as well.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
It's another notch on the belt.
Yeah, that's right. What do you think about affirmations and shit like that? What do you think about that shit?
I think affirmations are good. They have to be directed in the right place. You'd have to connect with it. If you just borrow an affirmation from somebody, I don't believe it's useful.
Yeah.
If you make it up yourself with words that you use, you'll connect with it and it does work.
Yeah, okay. So for instance, if you hear somebody saying, like, you know, I'm a winner and I'm a fucking champion and I'm gonna fucking kill cunts.
Yeah.
You might say that, but you got to be feeling that.
You got to be feeling
vibing with that same thing.
But it's got to be a bit more detailed as well.
It's got to be, yeah.
But that's very, it can't be very broad.
No.
Like you could be saying, like, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a millionaire. You keep on walking around and say, I'm going to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I'm going to be a millionaire, doing the things I love, with the people I
care about.
Yeah, something more, just more detail.
More detailed. Yeah, that helps.
The magic's in the detail.
The magic's in the detail.
Because that's when you can connect with it.
Yeah, correct. I think.
So I believe they work. Yes.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they definitely. Yeah. Fucking oath. Visualization. Anything got to do with thinking about something works.
That's it. But
I reckon it works even if you're just going about your day. Like if you're thinking about it 24/7. Like this is where I want to be.
Exactly. Because the mind, as I say, the mind doesn't know wrong from right. The mind just produces. As many people don't believe that because they don't get apparently what they want. It does produce. And the example is that if you're, thinking negatively, you're in a negative vibration, and you're having negative thoughts, well, the mind is going to produce a negative reality. That's just the way it is. So you don't have to have an affirmation every single day that you're saying, so verbally coming out. If you're thinking about something, like a goal, every single day, yeah, it will work.
And another thing. Yeah, I reckon, I believe so too, because that's the way I roll.
Yeah.
The shit that I get in my life, I've thought about on a daily basis, not necessarily before bed and fucking, as soon as I wake up. It's not a
ritual.
No, I know.
You're following.
No, I connect with something. I know, like, I want this.
Yeah.
I want to get paid this much. I want that. That's fine. I'm just gonna think about it and I'm gonna be cool with it.
Yeah.
We got goals in our business. Things we want to reach. I think about that all the time. We always fuck around. We say the same thing. This is the goal we want. Blah blah blah. But we always talk about our goals anyway.
Yeah.
We always talk about like where we want to be, what we want to do, what we want to achieve.
Yeah, that's the repetition.
That's the repetition.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, if you combine that with action, how could you not achieve it?
Yeah, that's right. How could you not achieve it? It's not the if, it's the when. Not only the when, it's got to look like that on a daily basis, like we said before.
Yeah, your actions got to match your thoughts as well.
Your actions got to match your thoughts. Your actions got to match your goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be. They all got to be They got to be congruent.
Yeah. You can't be thinking, I'm a millionaire in the mind, right? And then going to a shitty job and thinking to yourself, fuck, I can't wait till the next payday.
Yeah, that's right.
So that don't match up.
I guess Social Security.
Yeah, that don't match up. So how could it ever materialise? It can't.
No, it can't.
They have to be a match.
They have to be a match. Yeah, that's right. Fuck, I had something before I was going to say.
Yeah. So, yeah, look, visualizations, affirmations, again, they're just tools again. You're not using that tool because you're using another tool.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. So
yeah, it's all about reinforcing what you want.
That's the basis of it.
Okay.
Because affirmation or visualization is that exactly. It's reinforcing.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's reinforcing. And why do people always say, I don't get what I want? But people think if they think the universe works like a shopping list, which it can, no problem. But they think like, oh yeah, I want to fucking be the maddest cat today. You know, I want to be fucking ripped to shreds and I want to fucking be the healthiest cat today.
Yeah.
I want to have all this money, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't get what I want. But they do get what they want because everything that happens to them, that is what they want.
Exactly.
They don't understand where the want comes from.
That's right.
Obviously, the want comes from that subconscious mind, but they think when they say something out loud, they're going to get it like it's fucking... The universe is not a genie that you can just wish for shit.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, in that way.
Put
it in the order.
Yeah, but they're also thinking that voicing it is placed in the order.
That's right.
But it's not in this case.
No.
So that's the problem. And again, you're right. They do get everything that they truly want.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's defined by?
Your actions.
And your subconscious thoughts.
That's right.
The story you're telling yourself.
That's right. So subconscious makes a decision and your body follows, which creates the action.
Correct.
So you do get. But also, which people are not aware of, is that you're in partnership with the universe or with God. Because it's not, God's not, or the universe is not just dishing out
good or bad shit.
That's right. You're ordering it and you're actually making the move and it's giving you what you want.
Yeah.
So you're in partnership.
Based off your beliefs.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
And the beliefs connect with also the way you're vibrating, negative or positively. Also
right.
your emotions. Your emotions, the emotion you feel is in direct connection with the vibration you give out.
Exactly.
Belief creates the emotion creates the vibration. You're sending signals at shit. If your signal is coming in like, oh, I'm broke, I need money, well then you're in that feeling of I'm broke. You're not coming from a place of happiness or abundance.
No.
You're coming in as I'm broke, I need this. Okay, cool. So when you send that message, how are you sending it? With what do you got behind it? That negative vibration is not going to it's not going to come quicker.
Positive.
That's right. It doesn't come from, abundance doesn't come from lack.
No.
And vice versa.
Exactly.
When you plant a tree, that motherfucker makes the fruit that it needs, and more. It doesn't fucking come with one fucking fruit tree.
Yeah, it's not limited.
No. Because the fruit doesn't have a limit. Doesn't think, oh, I'm going to run out or fucking whatever the fuck.
It's just doing what it's doing.
It's just doing what it's doing.
Yeah, that's with people as well, that on a sort of similar subject is that, you could be doing some good things as well, but along the way, you keep getting sidetracked by other people around you that put you in a negative state as well.
Yep.
Like one of our members, they got a family issue. Basically, they'll tell me that their brother-in-law is creating all these problems in the family, and the sister is trying to keep the peace.
Right.
Now, this member of ours, she's telling me that, I hate the brother-in-law. I wish he wasn't part of the family and all these things. Now, this person here, in general, their life is going great.
Yeah.
Okay? If they keep on focusing on the negativity and that affects them, well, they're going to get sidetracked as well. So it's not directly you're fucking up your own life.
No.
It could come from an outer, so family, friends. But if you focus on that too long as well, even though you didn't create it, or you did create it, but let's say you didn't create it,
Yeah.
the problem, okay, you'll get sidetracked as well, and you'll be off course.
Yeah, because you're pulled into that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could be successful, whatever, but once you start rubbing shoulders with cunts, forget about it. You fucking absorb all that.
Exactly.
But then it goes back to, you can deflect that if you understand the system and how to think about things, how to process negativity.
Exactly.
If you understand that, mate, fuck these cunts, man. I'm not getting involved. This is fucking... First of all, this is a drama that I don't need.
Spot on.
All right? But in this case, the person in question is related and is the sister. So she's close to the sister. She's obviously worried about the sister.
Correct.
All right? That kind of drags her in.
Worry about the family, the parents, everybody.
Yeah. And that's got to do with... I'm connected to this person. I can't just disconnect myself emotionally.
I've got to deal with it.
I've got to deal with it because we feel that... but look, man, you got to protect... You got to have like a force field. You can... Doesn't mean because you don't want to deal with other people's fucking bullshit, doesn't mean you're cold or you don't want good for them or you don't love them. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got to be straight. It's got to be straight. Protect your shit and then handle the situation logically. That's it.
That's it. Exactly. Now, in this situation, I just told her that pretty much you got to limit your interactions with these people, even with your sister.
Yep.
Because she's negative as well. Like if she's hanging around with somebody that's, let's say they say, a drunk, and she's expecting that drunk to be sober, she's tripping.
True.
But that's what she's doing. She's expecting this guy who's acting up every fucking time that no one likes in the fucking family to change, to somehow just become different, just to flick the switch in his mind and, hey, I'm okay again. I love everybody. This is not going to happen. That's just the way he is. He was like that the day one. He's always going to be like that. Now, can this person change? Yes, they can change, but it fucking takes a lot of work.
Takes a lot of work, and you got to want it. You got to do shit.
Of course.
Doesn't happen on its own.
So this person's very far from changing.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's put it down that they're not going to change.
Not going to change.
Okay. That's the reality. So, and if the sister doesn't understand either, well, limit your time with the sister. She's got to understand as well. Now, the actual member, their job is to, again, limit the time they spend with these people, try to take care of the rest of the family, and take care of yourself. And stop trying to blame this person for being like that. That's the way he is.
That's right. That's right.
Stop trying to focus on why he's like that. That's a big issue.
Yeah, we're blaming the other person. We're looking at her sister in this case as the victim.
That's right.
And that justifies us feeling the way we feel. Because, look, she might be a victim. All right, cool. You know what I mean? She's a victim. She's in it. She doesn't have the strength, the courage to sort that situation out. She doesn't have the strength to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
All right, victim-y. I mean, victim-y. But, you know.
If he's 100%, she's at 50%.
Whatever.
At fault.
No problem. Then this member has to understand, adding to the fire is not going to help.
No.
Now, if you can take the sister out of that situation, sweet. But if you can't, you got to know how to cut your losses. You got to know where to focus your energy. and there's not much you can do with something like that.
No, but it's also it goes deeper. Again, it's not only that this person here causes issues. It's also that the member that we're talking about here is not only worried about that he's an idiot. She's also worried about, why is this a thing? Why is a sister putting up with this shit?
Aha.
Which is a whole other thing altogether.
So she doesn't understand her sister.
That's right.
And why she's putting up with crap.
Because I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
She's like, what? Of course you wouldn't do that. Because you're not in that situation.
And you're not that person.
But you got to understand the sister first, why she's doing it. Then you can understand the guy. You're not going to change. We've already ticked that off. Don't worry about him.
That's it.
Now the next problem was, why is the sister still there?
Aha.
She's got grief every single day with this person. No one in the family likes this person. But she's still there for some reason.
Yep.
And then if you dabble a bit, you can ask some good questions. First of all, what's the age of the sister? 50. Okay. How long have they been together? 20 years.
Long time.
Okay. Long time. Okay. Then you dabble. Do they have children? No, she can't have children. Okay. So the more you dig deep, it all comes down to fear. And that's what the members got to understand, that your sister is battling with fear more than anything. So the fear of, if I get rid of this person, then I have nobody.
Yeah.
Who's going to want me? I'm not young anymore. I can't have kids. All these things go into her mind, they play in the mind, and the fear is so strong that it's just honestly easier to be with this miserable person than to face a potential future.
A future that we don't know.
Yeah, potential.
Potential big question mark.
Of course.
That's why she's chosen a side. It's easier to choose a side. Yeah. Shit or not shit.
Exactly.
And that's what's happening. Yeah.
Exactly. The future of what could happen is way more scarier than what is happening now. Because what's happening now, she's more or less dealing with it. She's not dying.
No, she's not dying.
Yeah. She might have like one good day in a month.
Yeah.
But she's managing as best as she can throughout the month. But she cannot, in her mind, she cannot manage what could possibly come later. It's unmanageable in her mind.
That's it. She's not open to the possibility.
And that's where the fear is. Yeah.
That's where the fear is. Back to the fear of the unknown.
That's it. And once the member understood this about the situation, it helped her a lot. Because she had to understand, one, that the guy's an idiot and you can't change idiots. Two, that the person that's with your sister, that's with this person, is doing it for this reason. So it helped her a lot.
And the sister's crazy.
And sister's crazy.
Not crazy, but she's low self-esteem. There's a lot of things that are wrong with the situation. Yeah. Yeah, so she's got problems. She's got heaps of problems, like fucking, she's down on herself. Yeah, her self-esteem's fucking non-existent. What can we do? Can't do anything. She has to want it.
Yeah, look, it's also hard to, in this situation, see your siblings or a friend that you care about that's going through this situation, and you feel like a bystander, that you can't do much about it, even though you've spoken to them a million fucking times, and they don't get it.
Oof.
And you feel that it's still not enough. I should be doing more. I really need to tell this person more and more times so they can get it through their head. And that's the lie you tell yourself as well, rather than just being onto it and saying, I can't help this person, because they don't want to help themselves.
That's it.
So, yeah, you got to be aware.
That's right.
Of how much you can give, and when you shouldn't be giving anything.
Yeah, but that's taken away. That trying all the time to fix motherfuckers who are not broken, but people that don't want to get, don't want to improve or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's wasting the member's wasting the energy trying to help this person.
Exactly.
All right. Now, the reason why it's hard to let go and just sit back, because no one, obviously it's hard to sit back and watch someone that you love, that you care about, go through pain.
Yeah, self-destruct mode.
Self-destruct. But what's happening here is, it's like, they say, if someone's drowning, when you put your hand in the fucking water, don't, never go to grab their hand when they're drowning, because these motherfuckers will pull you in. It's exactly the same thing. Use a stick or something. All right. In this case, when you try to help someone that doesn't want the help, they're struggling. All you do is drown yourself.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Especially when you've tried how many times?
Fuck, forget about it.
Fuck, if that's not an indicator, then I don't know what the fuck is.
Yeah, you got to try. Yeah, that's right. No, that's the indicator.
Like what's the magic number? 1,000 times, 10,000 times, twice. Who knows?
That's it.
Oh, I think people know the number when you feel fucking exhausted and the person's not getting it. That's definitely the fucking number.
Yeah. But it goes back to the member doesn't want to is struggling to put herself first.
Yes.
Now, obviously she does put herself first, generally speaking.
Yes.
But she doesn't want to become that person who
turns her back.
Cuts her losses, turns her back. She doesn't want to be that person.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of person.
But there is a thing as hard love, which that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Turn your back is hard love after how many attempts?
That's right. That's right. Let's focus on what works. Doesn't work. Now we've got to ask ourselves, why are we so invested in this? Oh, yeah, we love the person. But that's not, what's love got to do with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's not good enough. That's an excuse. Now it's your problem that you can't fucking sleep properly because of the situation.
That's right.
It's gone more selfish because of it, you don't like it. You got to be connected to it rather than distancing yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't want to. They just think they have to just keep on trying. But some miracle, and they keep on praying that God's going to change these things. God can only do what God is doing. It comes to free will, and all that kind of shit, all that kind of stuff. Like, if this person that's in the problem wants to keep on playing the game, that's what's going to happen. But you worrying about it and you praying and, I don't know, wanting to change, to want to be some other way, it's just not in your hands. So again, you're wasting your time there as well. Wishing, putting your energy that it was different.
That's right.
So the only thing you can do in that situation is fucking hard love. Turn your back. Now, I'm not saying completely write them off.
No.
I'm saying that I'm not going to be the way I was with you, and I want you to know this. Now, if you really need me, I'm here for you. Some extreme situation, right? But other than that, we're not going to be chatting like we used to be. We're not going to be hanging out like we used to be. That's it. Until you get it.
I'm going to keep a certain amount of distance.
That's it, exactly.
I'm not going to get caught up in your drama.
Exactly.
Your negativity.
Because, that affects everybody else.
Yes.
That's it. It's like a domino effect. It fucks everybody up. The member, her siblings, the rest of them, the parents, everybody. So from one person's issue, okay, I was going to say another word there, but it's right. And if one person's issue becomes 10 people's issue.
That's right.
So so it's just fucking multiplied how many times.
That's right.
So in my reality, I'd rather have this one person do it on their own if they don't listen, and the rest of the rest of them go about their business.
Yeah, correct. But also these happen. So the universe works in a beautiful fucking way. It works two ways. It's the pressure's coming on the sister to get her to, obviously these things are coming up. How much you're going to take from this husband?
It's testing her.
It's testing her. Brrr. It's testing our member, which is beautiful. Which I don't know if she sees it. But it's testing the member because she needs to elevate.
Spot on.
It needs to be her. She needs to do her thing.
Yeah.
Do not let these fucking things sidetrack you from where you need to go.
Exactly.
And that's the little fucking test there.
Exactly.
It's the test. Constantly prodding.
That's it. The universe is always, as we said last time, the universe is always dishing out improvement.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah. It's always improvement.
Always.
It's geared to like not only positive, it's geared to growth.
To growth, yeah. Yeah.
Like,
He wants every person to become better.
That's right.
Again, to grow.
That's right. And that's through obviously challenges, things that come in your life. Yeah. Through certain challenges.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean you're always going to grow. Obviously, sometimes a
No, of
challenge
course,
too
of
much
course,
for you,
of
you
course.
can't handle it.
Exactly.
But then they say the universe is always, not going to give you more than you can handle. All this other bullshit.
Spot on.
But as we know, people don't rise to the occasion all the time.
No. Anyway, by the end of it, the member was somewhat more happy. A bit clarity. They were more clear on the situation, their position, what needs to be done. So it was a win.
It's a win.
Yeah.
It's a win. Yeah. Who's at fault? Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, now again, at the same time, the sister doesn't like confrontations.
Beautiful.
You know? She's always trying to keep the peace. Even though she clearly knows her spouse is in the wrong. Clearly.
This doesn't feel good. You are disrespecting me.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't have one person that's right here, and in this situation, 10 that are completely wrong. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but in this situation, it's clearly not that. So, the best way for her is just always smoothing it over. He didn't mean it like that. Always find an excuse for him.
Yeah, we do that with our friends. We do that with everyone.
Which again, she hates confrontations, which a lot of people do. They fucking hate confrontations.
Yeah, cunts hate that shit.
Yeah, well, what do you think that is?
First of all, when you're confrontational, it's one of those unknown things. The first thing is, it's the fear. It's the uncomfortability of the situation. Now, if you felt like the Hulk and you had fucking unlimited power, you wouldn't give a fuck about your colleagues. You wouldn't give a fuck about nothing because no one can touch you.
Yeah, you can't be
Doesn't
hurt.
matter what the fuck are they going to do. You're impenetrable. But people don't know. People are fearful of where it's going to go. If I say, like, all right, so we've got a situation, let's say someone is at your work in the workplace, because a lot of that conflict happens.
For sure.
I'm not going to say high school and bullshit because fucking whatever.
No, we're talking about adults.
Adults, yeah, that's where it goes down. Someone maybe of authority challenges you in some way, or maybe says something that you don't like and makes you feel a bit fucked up.
Right.
Sweet. Person at your work says something and you're like, I didn't like that inside. And then all of a sudden, because you feel really strong about the thing that they did, okay, because you don't like that.
How they overstepped.
Because you feel real emotional about it. First of all, we've also got a problem expressing our emotions like as if it's like it's been demonized to be. If you express your emotions, not only
you seem weaker,
maybe out of character. There's something we don't want to be too human. Okay, so if we express, so first of all, we think if we confront that situation, all right, we don't know what that's going to turn into.
Yeah.
We don't know when to sit there and start. It's going to bring other things. First of all, attention. Confrontation brings attention, especially if you've got a trip with someone fucking in front of every other cunt. That's going to be... Now, this person has to be cool with attention. Generally, people who are a little bit extroverted...
are cool with it.
They're going to be more likely cool with it. Now, different if you pull someone to the side and
of course.
You said something.
We're talking about out in the open.
Yeah, out in the open. But even... All right, so that's one thing. That creates attention. Not only attention, you don't know if they're going to step to you and they're going to say something.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to They're going to back up what they say. All right, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And then you don't know what you're going to do in that case, or what you're willing to do, and it keeps on going and going and going. Then it's like, this is too much trouble. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen? I might get fired.
Yeah. So you're losing control.
I don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah, that's the problem. The fear of losing control of the situation.
Of the situation and yourself.
Of course.
You might get emotional. Let's say, I don't know, but, I don't think guys are going to fucking start talking with someone and these cunts are going to start crying and shit. But, women I know, they might get emotional. They might say like, oh, you hurt me.
Yeah.
All right? And then all of a sudden they're emotional. They're going to feel fucked up. Cunts are around. What do they say? Oh, that looks terrible. Pooh. Comes with everything terrible.
It makes a big mess.
It makes a big mess. As a man, if you're confrontational with someone, because blokes are the same, they don't want to make something a big deal. All right. The reason, it's another thing on top of the layer of, I don't know where this is going to go. First of all, I don't know how much trouble this is going to make.
Yeah.
All they see is trouble.
Definitely.
Fuck, I don't know if I want to start punching on someone's going to get killed here.
That's right.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
That's right. Exactly. Or to get fired, as you said before.
Get fired.
You may go to that as well.
That's right. So there's...
Because you might have a step.
Correct. Now, that's one thing. Put that there. The other thing is self-respect, self-esteem. I don't know if I'm worth causing that trouble for me. Who am I to stir up a pot and tell this person you're out of line?
Yeah.
So that plays a big role. It's how you want to defend yourself. Because obviously, if you got low self-esteem, you can give a fuck about yourself. You tend to take more shit than someone that does give a fuck about themselves. That's a fucking fact.
For sure.
Hence the person in question, the sister, people who are in shit relationships, they're copping shit constantly.
Yeah.
Because they're not looking after themselves.
You get stepped on 24/7.
You get stepped on, you're a doormat.
That's it.
That's why people don't like confrontation. We don't know where it could explode. And everyone, when you don't know the situation, everyone paints the worst picture.
Exactly. It always is. But again, also with confrontation, is one thing you said, we mentioned, that you can't control the situation. That's why by trying to calm both parties, or trying to calm the other party, you're trying to gain control on them. If it goes out of control, that's one fear. Okay? The second thing is that we don't know what kind of a relationship you have with this person.
Let's say it's a negative one.
If it's a negative one, if it's a negative one.
Work colleague, negative.
Yeah. If you're negative and you're an introvert, maybe a lot of other things will pop up. And then, yes, you have the risk of, where's it going to go? I could lose my job here. Was it worth it? Was this little fucking go fuck yourself worth it to lose my fucking job and now I can provide for my fucking family?
Yeah. Also, do I have the right?
That's another
Do I have the right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Spot on. I'm just saying, I was about to say that. Do I have the right to look, he's my boss?
Yeah.
Should I speak up?
Let's say it's an equal colleague.
Even so. Even if it's if it's an equal colleague, it's different. It is different because you're not be afraid to get fired. But he might be more liked than you are.
Okay, so you're looking at the peers, you're looking at everyone
That's
else,
right.
how they see the situation. Am I going to get support from everyone?
Yeah, you're going to split up the camps.
Split up the camps, yeah.
So you might be less popular, and you don't want to cause any issues at work because you're going there every single day. You want to feel at a place. People are going to take sides. That's the way people are.
Yeah, that's right.
Most people take sides. And you don't want your workplace being uncomfortable from that day because of something so small. So in most cases, people become the doormats.
Yeah.
And the greater frame wins.
Yeah, the person with the greater confidence.
That's it.
And that's one of the main things is they don't know if they have the right. Because I've spoken to a lot of people and they tell me the story. Oh, this person said this. Well, shit, why don't you fucking tell them like what time it is? Well, tell them something. Say something like you did this. You don't have to tell them to go get fucked. All right, you don't have to tell them to go get fucked. You just got to tell them like, you didn't have a right to say this. Just talk to them like a human being. Talk to them on a human level. No one can argue with that.
That's right. No.
But I know that everyone, if something comes, it usually comes out of nowhere. You're not expecting this, let's say, an underhanded comment or, a low blow.
Yeah, you're not prepped for it.
Shit about, you're not fucking ready for it.
No.
And what you're doing, you're spending your time thinking. First of all, it gets you off
guard.
Get you off guard, and then you think, and then you analyze if I've got the right. Like, I know this made me feel that way, but I'm not sure if that's cool or not. Like, even though you felt like shit, you're not convinced that was maybe it was warranted or maybe it wasn't. You don't know where you stand.
Yeah, exactly.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not at a level that you have to react.
Yeah, because somebody didn't spit in your face.
Yeah.
It's not like a clear thing.
Yeah.
So you're like, is it? I don't know if I should leave it. Should I leave it or should I say something?
Yeah.
And that's where people are.
Self-doubt.
It's exactly self-doubt.
Yeah. But then the situation's over.
Yes.
We go home. We're in the car.
In the car.
Okay? And I should have done this and I could have done that. So after this issue, we're in the car. And we should have done this. The ego comes into it because it's been offended. Okay? And I should have reacted like this to this person. Why were you a bitch? Now this person talked to themselves, obviously.
Yeah.
You
analyse.
You're analysing. Yeah, I should have done this, and you should have stepped up. And all this analysing happens in your brain.
Yeah.
In your mind, right? But most times, or pretty much every single time, I guess, it always puts you in a negative state. You're not saying, this person, you're not rationalising and say, oh, this person didn't really mean it, and you know what, just don't worry about it, it's fine. John, don't worry about it. You did the best you're supposed to, and you go on with your day. And then you just go home and you're, hey, family, I'm here.
But you can do that.
You can do that. But it
don't.
really, really, really happens.
No. It's straight negative.
It's straight negative, and I should have done this.
It should have, could have, would have.
That's right. And that plagues that on our mind for a long time. It might be hours. It might be years or days. That's right. Exactly.
Fuck.
Exactly.
I've thought about shit forever.
Exactly. And either way, the next day, okay, you've created this tension with the person anyway because you haven't cleared it up anyway. So what you were afraid was going to happen has already happened.
That's right.
There's already a confrontation in the air. No one knows what it is, but something different about you.
Yes.
Something different about that person. They don't see you. They don't smile at you anymore. They don't do anything. So you're supposed to just do what was meant at that point in time. Stand your ground. Say what you needed to say.
Clear it up.
Rather than let it go.
Always. We're not talking about someone's got a gun to your head.
No, obviously not.
You don't tell the can't go.
Obviously not.
Go ahead, make my day.
Obviously not.
You know what I mean?
But this will happen 100% the next day.
100%.
Things aren't going to be the same the way that they were.
Nah, you always got to do that difficult thing.
That's it, and that's really stepping up to confrontations.
That's right.
Better look like the bad guy, and say your piece, and be okay with you inside. And the next day, it's their fucking problem. Because it's going to happen anyway. You might as well have the upper hand.
Yeah. You feel like shit because you sell yourself out.
That's it.
You got to understand how to listen to that voice. All right? I've had shit happen to me in the past. And I know I nip it in the butt. And I empowered myself. I wanted to be good at that confrontation. I wanted to be like, I don't give a fuck who says what. I don't give a fuck how awkward it is. I don't give a fuck if there's a million cunts in the room. I don't give a fuck because I knew that was the power.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to feel like that way. I didn't want someone to have that power that can say something to me and I've got to like buckle. And the point is, you feel bad because you sell yourself out. That's it. That's what it is. It's that feeling, and you got to listen to that feeling. And that feeling does not go away unless you man the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's it.
How would you say if you had to break it further down? how would you say for our members and for anyone out there listening to
Yeah.
us, of how to really tackle it?
Sweet. First of all, let's say you're in a situation where you feel someone said something that offended you in some way.
Let's say the boss
And
came
I'm not
out.
talked about your fucking hair.
Yeah, let's say the boss came out, and let's go with that situation. Boss came out and told you, go do this, and you know it was wrong.
Yeah, go do this. Or maybe he said something to you, but in passing said, oh, but you delay it sometimes.
Okay.
All right, go do it. Be quick because, I know you take your time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
time is money. Who the fuck knows?
time is money, but you know for a fact you're never taking your time.
That's
You know
right.
you're on fucking point. You make a what do you call it? A thing of it.
Yes.
You make a point to be on time, and
That's
you're
right.
fucking
Yeah,
on
you're
the-
punctual. You're
cool. All right, and that's bothering you. Now, look, maybe that's a little bit small.
Okay. How about work colleague?
Your work colleague. It's got to be a little bit more
Intense.
hectic.
Yeah.
But look, everyone knows what fucking hectic feels like. Everyone knows when something comes out of like left field, or it's a little bit underhanded.
Yeah.
Or maybe someone someone agrees.
Okay. Sorry, I've got one for you.
Go.
Sorry, do you want to say something?
I'll quickly say it.
Go.
and
That's what
remember you were going to say
Yeah.
it. Let's say somebody's something as small as this. You got your work friends. One person comes, says what's up to everyone except for you.
Okay.
Alright,
That's a good one.
simple.
Let's go
All right,
with that.
now you might be like, oh, they don't like me, fucking some mad shit.
Yeah.
Sweet. But if that's bothering you, you got to step up, because a lot of times, sometimes maybe they didn't see ya. Maybe they got so caught up talking to the person before you and they skip ya. There's other things that can happen. That's what I'm interested in, because sometimes we can paint
right.
the picture of someone, oh, this person doesn't like me. A lot of times they don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
But the conversation needs to be had, because you felt that emotion. You felt wronged in some way.
That's right.
All right. So you have to approach the person. All right, and you just talk to him like a fucking human being. Don't talk to him like you're gonna fucking kill him.
Yeah.
You don't need to kill anybody. First, the way I would approach it, I want to get clear if they meant what they said exactly. I want that explanation, homie, because you're allowed to get that explanation. Okay, so all you're doing is finding out. All right, before we start murdering people in their sleep, rock up to them. Okay, you said this fucking at lunch.
You greeted everybody.
What did you mean like that? Did I do something?
Yeah.
I always come from the point of like,
Have I wronged you?
have I wronged you, or is there something wrong? Now, if it's, you know what I mean, is there something fucked up? Before you really like, this person's a dumb cunt, I don't need to give him my time.
That's right.
Let them explain themselves. Get them to explain themselves. You won't believe the what do you call it? What the explanation does. It gives you a sense of
Clarity.
not clarity. Gives you a sense of like, oh my god, closure, motherfucking closure.
Yeah.
It gives you that closure. Like, all right, they said it like this. Not everyone's going to like you.
Yeah.
That person
exactly.
might not like you straight out.
Exactly.
But at least you know where they're at and they can explain themselves.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they'll be on the back foot.
Yeah.
All right.
Guaranteed.
So talk to them like a normal person. That confrontation, that action has to be taken. You have to actually do the confrontation. Like, how do you get good at fighting? By fighting. You're not going to get good at confrontation by playing chess on fucking computer or virtual confrontation.
No.
It's got to be the real person, the thing that you're emotional about, and you got to attack that. That's where the magic happens. So hit the nail on the head and fucking speak to the person like a human being. You don't have to fucking...
You're not doing a standover.
You don't have to do a standover. It might feel like a standover.
Yeah, yeah.
All right? Because you get this awkward feeling in the like solar plex area. All right? Also, I felt, a little bit of an exercise on a side note. If you feel awkward about something in a situation, all right, and you tense your core fucking hard, that disperses that awkward feeling. I don't know why it fucking does, but it kind of like centers you, like grounds you. It's almost like you're bracing for a punch.
Okay.
And it eliminates that awkward feeling in the stomach.
Okay, little hack,
So a little bit of a hack. You fucking tense, all right? Keep your core tight. Roll up to the person, talk to them like a human being. Keep your emotions in check, and just fucking ask them, bro, this and this and that. When people start talking, they start getting soft. It's like you're almost like negotiating in a sense, but you want to
Yeah.
You want to soften, or you want to find out what the fuck's going on. But you have to talk to them.
Yeah, look, it was good that you said about the being on the back foot, because first of all, they've never been on the back foot. No one's ever asked them. No one's pulled them up in these situations. So again, it's coming from left field as well for these people. So they're going to be on the back foot.
Correct.
So good point.
Yeah. So the you have to go through with emotions like everything else. You can't get jacked unless you go to the fucking gym.
Yeah.
This is not the secret. You can't imagine that shit on your couch.
Exactly.
You need that practice. Because you want to know what happens. They're not going to fucking punch you, man.
Yeah.
And if they hook you, all right, you know what's going on. You'll be ready for the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Be ready for that. That's the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And I always think of the worst case scenario. Because that makes... If you think of the worst case scenario, it makes every situation easy.
Easier.
Because you know, first of all, you're ready to go where... You got to weigh it up, you know. If you're talking about some fucking nerd cunt you work with, he's not going to trip with you.
No, obviously not.
He's not going to start fucking punching on with you. You know what I mean? You're not going to get into a fight. But you never know.
Yeah.
But I always say, all right, when I roll up to this person, am I cool with this and that happening? All right? Am I ready to go to blows with this cunt?
Exactly.
All right. It sounds dumb, but that's cool. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, now I can go. And that eliminates everything. Once, twice, 3 times, you'll be a fucking expert in no time.
That's it.
That's it. Because all those, I don't know what's going to happen shit just gets dispelled. It fucking gets, you get rid of all that bullshit.
It. And you need these reps in life because confrontations happen all the time.
That's right.
You're dealing with people.
Correct.
Yeah.
You need those mindsets and you need those reps.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You got to get it up here and then fucking do the shit.
But another situation also would be like they could say a joke that may be directed to you, maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Basically, it could be like you're at Smoko and everyone's eating KFC and you're eating rice and mince.
Yep.
Trying to keep healthy, keeping your calories in check.
Doing your diet.
And it's Friday and everyone's eating KFC and they're like, oh, won't you have it? You go, live a little.
Go get fucked.
Okay? Now, how do you take that one? You take it one where this guy's just joking around? You take it as he's really fucking up my parade here? Like, how do you take it? But again, you can just flip it instead of like pulling them up like you're saying, which is one way of doing it. Another way is you just crack a joke. So I've been living fucking 42 years of my life and just crack a joke.
That's right.
That crushes that comment.
Yes.
And everyone starts laughing.
Correct.
And you've won the frame.
Correct.
There's many ways you could do it.
Yeah, that's right.
But the way we're saying is don't just walk away with your tail between your legs and then go home and wish it was different.
That's right. And you shouldn't get offended at everything.
No, of course
like there's
not.
jokes, we fuck around.
There is jokes, of course.
I think one of the criteria is if you think that's like, if you get offended at something small, like someone makes a joke, like maybe your eyebrows are big, it's got to be more of a personal dig at you that that's targeted at your personal integrity, or there's a disrespect. Like that's why I used the example before when I spoke about someone said, "Oh, hurry up! You're usually a delayed cunt," when really you're always on time everywhere. That's like, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Now, you could say that's nothing because he just doesn't know the truth, and I know who I really am. You know, it's like if you're fucking fit and someone calls you a fat cunt, you don't really give a fuck because it's not true.
That's right.
So it's a tough one, but disrespect is disrespect.
Exactly.
I mean, fuck, everyone's disrespect's different.
Yeah. But look, if it makes you feel in a negative way, it needs to be checked.
Yeah, that's in
and that's
part,
with you or with them.
That's right. That's in part knowing who you are and what you're good for. Some people have got a fucking very thick skin, not thick skin, but like you can tell them, go fuck their mum and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't budge.
They don't budge.
Yeah. Look, again, it's a different structure for different folks. But in general, as you're saying, we do have these feelings. The feeling does come across as, I didn't like that.
Yes.
So again, you just check yourself why you didn't like it,
And is it coming from an insecurity?
That's right, exactly.
That's get fucked. If it's coming from insecurity,
Then don't worry about
that's your fucking problem.
Exactly. Don't worry about the confrontation.
Yeah. In general.
Exactly.
In general.
Exactly. So, yeah, look, there's a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking lessons, but most of the lessons, it's always check yourself first.
Yeah, check yourself first. That's right. But yeah, confrontation is a big one.
Yeah.
Any high pressure situation, there's always going to need a confrontation. It's a skill that must be mastered.
It definitely does.
I don't like confrontation.
Even if it's just not just in business. Like, it's not about you fighting with another guy.
Business, family,
yeah, exactly.
getting my way, relationship.
It's not always, a fight.
No. It's just you know,
or directly at you. It's just a business deal. That's it. You just don't take it personally.
Yeah, someone.
But still, there's confrontation there.
Correct.
You got to deal with it.
Correct. Someone at Macca's might have got my fucking. I was never down with those people. You go to Macca's, fucking, they get your order wrong, and you fucking lose your shit, or you really make a big deal. Let me speak to your fucking manager. Like, take it easy. Like, what the fuck's your situation? Anyway, that's full on. But yeah, confrontation, and especially if you want to be a man, and you want to stand on your own 2 feet, you can't have like too many weaknesses hanging around.
No.
How many weaknesses are you going to have?
No.
It's good to know how to let things go and not take yourself too seriously and all that bullshit. But you got to have your little code and the thing you go by.
Yeah, your morals.
Your morals, yeah. Like, I've been at some jobs and fucking certain managers and that have like tripped with me and fucking, spoken to me in a disrespectful way.
Yeah, there's been cunts.
Yeah, well, they didn't need to do that.
Yeah, bad attitudes.
That's right, bad attitude. And it's just like, first of all, I'm not your fucking friend. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
Fuck off there. I've got that right. I don't give a fuck. Fired, smired, I don't give a fuck. I've gone beyond that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't always like that. That takes
Of course.
years. That's understanding your value. And that's developing into, this is what I believe in, and this is how things are going to go. That's it. Fuck everything else. And you've got to be black and white sometimes.
You have to.
There's some grey shit going around, but black and white, mate. And choose you. That's the main thing. Choose you before there's other fucking cunts.
Guaranteed.
And, it's not easy being hard.
Yeah, I had a problem, obviously, years ago. A lot of problems. But one specific one was just, I was working with a guy on a construction site, and I told him, can you pass me that, please, like a tool? And he goes, oh, yeah. But he said it in a way that was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, can I ask you a question? I go, have I offended you in some way? And it was in the morning,
Yeah.
He goes, oh, exactly. Oh, no. I go, because I asked you for something politely, and the way you replied was just shit. He goes, no, I was just thinking I had a bad morning, whatever. Now, who knows?
Yeah, well, these things happen.
Yeah, who knows at the end of the day? But from that fucking second, I'm talking about that fucking moment, for the rest of the day, he was fucking trippy as fuck. Like, mate, anything I asked him was like, mate, I'm here for you, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, the attitude just changed. Yeah. Instantly.
Yes.
And for the rest of the day, he was fucking smooth.
That's right.
Now, if I didn't do that a simple thing like that, honestly, I would have been thinking all day, like, what have I done to this person? Why is he treating him like that for? Mate, I've been fucking nice to this person fucking since day one. Fuck. And all this fucking shit, that's unnecessary. And that one moment, and you could call it the moment of, mate, I'll call it the moment of fucking power, fucking oath. The moment of fucking power that you stood up and said, look, hey, have I done something to offend you? You pull these people up, because these people are fucking on autopilot.
Ugh.
You're the one that's in the present. You're the one that's in control. So by just taking that action, it made everything else go smooth.
That's right.
As opposed to you putting your tail between your legs and just playing small.
Correct.
Which most people fucking do.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's one example of many anyway.
And just quickly,
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going on time.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up very soon.
You see, you just said after you pulled him up, he was chirpy all day.
Yeah.
See, a lot of times we think that, we don't want to be the bad guy. Okay, the bad guy. It's not the bad guy. You're the fucking good guy to you.
Yeah.
You don't want to be perceived as a bad guy because you're a fucking people-pleasing cunt. That's why we don't do that. But think about this. If you want to feel a little bit altruistic and you care about everybody else and how they feel, I don't want to make this person feel some kind of way, but you're sweet with making yourself feel some kind of way. If you pull this person up, this person might have never gotten pulled up before in their life.
Exactly.
They might learn a fucking valuable lesson.
Spot on.
So two cunts can get something in this. Don't just think
of value.
I'm being selfish and all I care about is myself.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
You know what I mean? That's what you're saying, and that's 100%.
Yeah.
It's like some people. There's people who are cocky. There's a lot of cocky motherfuckers their whole lives, blah, 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 but they've never been fucking bashed.
There's plenty of those people.
That's right. Some people need to be bashed.
They do.
Now, because they're not going to they haven't been checked, so they don't know how to act properly. Now, whose fault is it? I don't know whose fault is it, but they've gone their way. But the universe, getting bashed is not negative.
No.
Yeah, it hurts or, it fucks your shit up. But it's not it doesn't have to be a negative thing. This person could be like, man, fucking, why do I always get into these? They might have had a lot of situations like that or whatever. And whatever's going to happen needs to happen. You don't know what positivity can come out of it.
Exactly.
But at the least that you can feel fucking better about yourself and then you like you instead of fucking going against yourself, it's fucking worth all the money.
Yeah. I guarantee you, and I can't prove it, but I sort of can because of actions, okay? That guy respected me that day more than ever.
Forget about it.
Because I pulled him up.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Respect gets respect.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, again, another win. And, yeah, now I wasn't always like that. I was always, playing small back in the day. Now, if it was more extreme, obviously I'd stand up. But small little things, I used to let them go all the time because they're small.
Yeah, it's not worth
It's not worth a big deal. It's not their fault. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah,
what excuse I used to use, But now that I know better, fuck, I'm pulling this person up straight away. I'm not letting it slide. Now, sometimes I might even be wrong. Even now, I might be wrong. But I'm still going to do it. Now, being wrong, I mean wrong. Later on, I might say to myself, fuck, you shouldn't have done that.
Yes. You might be wrong, but you're never in doubt.
Exactly. And that's the fucking point. I'm not, in that point in time, I'm not in doubt. I'm still going to react. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go belt the person, but I'm going to open my mouth and stand my ground because you're disrespecting me. I'm letting you know that I'm not fucking a nobody.
That's right. I'm not down with that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not down with it. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Stick up for yourself.
That's it. Exactly.
That's all it is. Put yourself first.
Exactly. Spot on.
That's the message in this whole fucking thing.
Exactly.
And sometimes you got to break a few eggs to make some omelets. That's how it fucking works.
Yeah. And over time you get those reps of putting yourself first, right or wrong, which will be mostly right.
Correct.
Okay. You're going to feel a whole lot better.
That's right.
And that's what counts. Anyway, good chat.
Good chat.
A lot of nuggets in that one.
Good nuggets.
Yeah. Anyway, another episode down.
Another episode. Yeah, it was a good one. Beautiful day.
Yeah.
Let's go get some sun or something.
That's it. Peace out.
Peace out.